Join us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, Ellen, you do have minutes, right?
Yep.
Okay, one set.
Nope, I got three.
Oh, there's three in here?
Well, I think so.
There's not three
No,
right
that's
there.
one set.
It's just one set. Oh, you want to do one at a time? Okay, sorry, I can't hear. I gotta turn these things up.
I'm using sign language.
Trying to stretch out.
Thank you. Okay, this is Commissioners' minutes on July 1st, 2025. I would entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved.
Yep, motion approved.
Okay, this one is the same. Commissioners' minutes again, August 19th, 2025. I would entertain another motion.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Okay, and the last one is Commissioner minutes again of September 2nd, 2025. Again, I would entertain a motion.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Okay. All right, any correspondence? Helen?
Yes, we have the Clifton Recorder fees report for August.
Okay, show the clerk and recorders. In terms of, what, am I correct, $9,059.25. Amount of,
We also had the treasurer's report this morning, Mr. Chairman.
oh. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. I don't recall the top thing, top of it, so. Getting behind here.
You got plenty of time.
Okay, timeout. No, let me sign these first. Maybe the wife was right. I read too fast. Not too fast. Okay, on any reports? Except for clerk and recorder, right? And then you also mentioned the treasurer's office. Okay, correspondence?
We got a letter from DNRC.
Sarah? Okay, short and to the point, it's from Helen said, "Dear Commissioners Haggerty, Kirsten Doolittle, I'm writing to express my heartfelt gratitude for your support of Doug Dodge in his vital role as a member of the county assist team, the CAT team, during the 2024 and 2025 fire seasons. Your willingness to accommodate his participation in CAT assignments has been and continues to be an integral to our success over the past 2 seasons and is greatly appreciated. And it goes on and refers to what it was, and signed by David Hamilton, Incident Commander, Montana DNRC.
That's great. Doug does a good job with that. I think he's pretty,
Yeah, he does.
he's getting better and better at it. He's a good resource for not only our fires, but everybody else.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Helen, calendar review, please.
Mr. Chairman, sorry, can we go back to correspondence? I wanted to mention.
Oh, yeah, please do.
The request for information from the Department of Corrections for the 400-bed women's facility. They're looking for a spot to plant that. You received that, the request for information last Thursday or Friday. I brought it up at the city council meeting yesterday for Boulder, just to start getting sentiment on it. And we're gonna have a meeting, not this coming Monday, but the following Monday, the 29th at 7 o'clock at the fairgrounds, to try to gather some, opinion, I guess, and see, hopefully there's some good support for that. It sounds like what they're gonna do is put a facility right across Riverside Road from Riverside, so it'd still be on that same campus, kind of between Elkhorn Treatment Center and Yellowstone Boys and Girls Ranch, right in the center of that whole circle there is what they're planning on doing. If we do get it picked, so, with that meeting coming up, that'll give us some information that they would like, is if the community is welcoming to the idea of having that prison here. Not only is it 400 prisoners, it's 100 employees, so that would be astronomical for our economic benefit here in Boulder, so. Everybody at the meeting last night at the city council meeting was for it. We actually had Warner there. He's the guy building the duplexes up there, and he was really excited about it, obviously, because not only is he building duplexes, it sounds like he's gonna build some single family dwelling units up there below the duplex section of his property, so lots of new housing going in up there. DOC will probably be looking at workforce housing eventually for the prison, if that does get put here, so that would be a kind of an add-on to the prison itself. In Deer Lodge, they are allowing their employees to rent their workforce housing for 5 years, I think. Pretty low rent, but at the end of that 5 years, they have a choice to either stay in there or if they want to buy a house, they get all their rent back for those 5 years to put for a down payment on a house. Kind of a program to get them in to work and use the workforce housing, so.
Probably retainability too. I'm sure.
Yeah, and it's great. It pretty much locked it in for 5 years if they want that money back, so. If that would happen here, I think that would be very, very beneficial, so. So yeah, so the meeting went well last night. We're having a meeting on the 29th. Ladena and I are gonna put together some information, some actual information, what's out there, how, what's available. I think the Department of Corrections kind of knows what they own out there, but not only do they have that area by the riverside, they've got on the other side of the fence, south towards Whitehall, they've got some there that's not in the floodplain, then across in the fairgrounds area. I kind of told them that the fairgrounds area would be nice just to leave as natural. We don't want something right next to the fairgrounds that's not gonna look natural, and they seem to agree with that. We've got all that area up on the bench there where the pond is and the transfer station, all that area is DOC, so when they're talking about workforce housing, they've got a lot of area to work with there, so but that's forthcoming, that part of it. But Ladena and I are gonna work on a request for information, see exactly what they want for information, start working to get that put in. And then by the time the meeting hits, we'll have a couple weeks to get that put in. That is due on the 15th of October. So kind of exciting for Boulder. I think we've got a great chance. We've got everything here. We've got DOC property, we've got utilities, we've got Helena and Butte for workforce. We've got pretty much, we almost check off all the check boxes for what they want for the facility here. So we'll see what happens. We got about 3 or 4 weeks to work on the RFI, and I don't know if they're gonna pick out of that or how the whole process is gonna work, but I think we've got a good shot to maybe get that placed here, so.
So will there be any representatives from DOC there?
I don't think so. No, this is just pretty much for us to to put one more letter in our request for information that,
Okay.
yes, the community is support of this, or majority of the community is support for this. We'll see if there's any naysayers at all. I can't imagine anybody not wanting that here. I know some of the fairgrounds people are concerned about it messing up the fairgrounds scenery or whatever, but if they tuck it back behind Riverside there, between Riverside and Elkhorn, you wouldn't even ever see it, so. So that kind of gets rid of that concern. And then also we have some concern about them taking our employees, you know, not just the county, but the city and everybody else, if they're gonna suck the town dry of all the
Wow.
employees, cause they typically pay better and better benefits and everything like that, so that's another concern, but. I think that would all even out after a while.
Maybe they could pitch in for a health facility right nearby.
Yeah. That's always a possibility. We can, once we get the ball rolling, we can start asking for stuff. They were interested in that bridge that connects, this side of the river to the other side of the river that's between NHP and the south campus there too. And we had our engineer look at that and they said it's pretty much ready to be tore down, so. That may be a possibility. They will put a bridge there at some point, just so they have connectivity between their departments over there, so.
Although that was the only bridge standing back in the floods in the early eighties.
Right, yeah, that was.
That was the
that
one everybody
survived,
used.
Yeah, yeah. So that was kind of interesting, so more to come on that, if you can make it to that meeting, Paul. If you want to come out, it's on the 29th at 7 o'clock at the fairgrounds and see what's going on. I'm gonna try to muster up as much information as I can. They didn't really give us too much information on it, but we kind of have an inkling of what it might be. So that was all I had, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Doolittle, do you have any correspondence?
I did not.
Okay, Helen, and I don't either, so. Moving along, calendar review, please.
Tonight at 5, there's DUI task force meeting. Thursday, mental health local advisory committee, meeting at noon, and survey review at 1:30. It's Commissioner Haggerty's Friday. And Monday night, there was the Parks Recreation and Trails Commission meeting at 6:30.
Hey, anything else for you, Commissioner, Kirsch?
Yeah, we've got, Karen Alley from Mako coming in tomorrow morning at, was that 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Is that at 9?
9 to 12, yeah.
She's gonna talk about, what is it about? It wasn't,
Maybe
oh,
talk
deed
about
deed
land
review.
use.
Land use stuff.
Land use, okay.
So she emailed yesterday and said, you got questions about land use type things.
Let her know,
Mhm.
okay. So, yeah, it's kind of connected to the survey review committee, I think, but any of us can come and learn. It's good stuff to learn, so. And then also we have the GLDC dinner, Thursday night at, 5:30, it looks like, down in the Whitehall Community Center. That was all I had to add, Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Doolittle.
And I have, Area 4 Board on Aging Thursday morning, and it's probably gonna be a long one. We've got financial stuff to deal with and then the regular meeting. So I may not be at the mental health local advisory committee meeting, but I will be here for survey review if we have it.
Now, what time does that
If we don't, just let me know, that's fine. I can usually zoom into the Board on Aging, and sometimes I can make it to the other one, sometimes I can't, it depends on them.
What time is that meeting? Start?
Starts at 9.
Anything else, sir?
Yep.
Okay, and on the 18th, Thursday, Helen, you said, did you say the library board meeting?
Yeah.
That's at 6:30 here in Boulder. And at 9 in the morning is the LMPC, the Local Emergency Planning Committee. We'll be down in Whitehall at Cheese Factory at 9 in the morning. That's the wise. Okay,
Mr. Chairman, can we step back a moment?
yes, sir.
Yes, I'd like to ask Cory a few questions and maybe you can answer them. It sounds like on this meeting regarding the 400 in the facility. I'm curious, how does that fit in with the land use planning that you just passed for the county? And this is a rhetorical question, of course. And then along with the the same thing. That's quite a few people that are using the potty every day. And is the water coming from the city? Are they intending to develop their own utility system? And then also, and I was presuming that's treated water, and then, of course, then the sanitation or the waste. And would they develop their own septic system, or is the county or the city able, or how is this all gonna work with the city with expansion to these services?
The city is aware of the possibility, and their sewer waste system is perfectly fine. It'll take that capacity easy. The water, they're figuring out right now whether they need to increase capacity. They're working actually to increase their capacity right now, but they're right in the middle of it. They said they'd probably be in good shape by the time this thing comes up, so.
Okay,
So, yeah, that was part of the whole good spot for this, is all that's already available.
so the city is on board with
Mhm.
this, they feel like they're comfortable and can accommodate this and anxious, okay?
Yep,
Got the city, you can always just stop filling up 10,000 gallon trucks and trucking it to.
Crazy mountains.
Water with all storage.
Oh, sure.
Get that.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that's, kind of the question I had with respect to that. Yeah, I think it would be a kind of great thing for the city and the county to have a facility like this, of course. You have to be prepared for it, the county and the city, because it will impact the private lots and minor subdivision of things and all kinds of
Yeah, it's just
population
yet to come.
adjustments. Roads.
Yeah,
Gypsy on my road.
everything. Since
My
that.
road. Okay, thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Now we'll go to commissioner reports. I'm gonna turn to Commissioner Doolittle.
I had a survey review last Thursday where we went over about 3 surveys, I believe. Last night I had a North Jefferson County Public Library District meeting. They appointed a new member to the board. His name is John Check. He seems to have a lot of library experience, a lot of professor experience in the colleges, and I think he'll do a great job. So he is signed up. We had a member of the public who seems interested that was there. They did go through and vote on their mill levy options, and they voted to accept option 1, which I think is good for them. And we discussed some hotspot policy updates because the state program that they were using is no longer available, and I don't know how that's gonna work out. And went over their calendar. And some other updates from the director, and that was good. That was about it.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, there seems to be an emergent, reason the sheriff needs to talk to us. He wants us to, stop this meeting for a little bit so we can talk to him. So I don't know what's going on, but he seemed to think we need to stop and talk to him. So I think if we can recess this meeting and just have everybody leave until we can figure out what the sheriff wants. Seems to be an emergency, so we'll come right back as soon as we talk to the sheriff. Sorry about this. This is unusual for us too, so. Luke online, I'm just gonna mute you and stop the video for now, and we'll be back as soon as we can. back on.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay. Now I was gonna get mine now, if you wanted to close that one out.
Yeah, just do your 2 o'clock now and then back up where we left off.
Okay, are we active right now?
Yep, we're good. We're
Okay.
reconvened.
Sorry about the inconvenience, but we're back in session. Now we're gonna go to, since it's after 2 o'clock, we're going for time specific, which is discuss and sign the annual contract between MSU and Jefferson County. Lena, would you come up here, please? And okay. I think that's what I got in front of me. Yep, that's what I got in front of me.
Good afternoon.
How you been?
Afternoon. How are
Doing
you?
well. Enjoying the rain.
Right?
Tell you that.
Did you get rain down south?
Yes.
Good.
Not as much as when I was driving here just now. That was intense. Yeah. Just in the Boulder Valley it was
Putting it down.
coming down hard. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll take every drop.
They're probably liking that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is the annual contract between MSU and Jefferson County. The numbers reflect what has already been approved for fiscal year 26 budget wise. It's just the binding contract that you will pay what you said you would pay. Any questions about it?
We're kind of getting down to the end of our metal mines money, which is what we use to pay this out. So probably within a couple of years, we're gonna have to figure out where else we're gonna find this money.
Well, this one also has, a levy under the aggregate too.
It has a levy, okay,
Yeah,
so
so
it's
this
not
one-
all paid.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
yeah.
So anyways, just so you're aware of that money, we'll have to have a.
Probably a couple
conversation.
years anyway.
Yeah. Couple of years left of that money, but I'm a strong supporter of this program and I think we can hopefully find some money somewhere to keep it alive. Do you know how much the ratio is, Ginger, on what the levy pays versus what the county pays or? No, okay.
I'm sorry, I don't.
No, that's
I
all right. I
didn't,
was just curious.
But it's not an area that's on my radar as dire as, some of the other ones that I've
Sure.
talked about, so it's years.
Yeah, no, I think it's all good. You guys are doing an awesome job and we appreciate the partnership with MSU for sure.
Is there anything I should relay to MSU at this point, knowing it's a couple years out, but just to,
Probably not. I think it's just probably more of a conversation for us to figure out.
We just need to, after those couple years, 2, maybe 3, depending. It's just keep that, we're gonna have to have that conversation back in your head.
sure,
Well, I'm sure we'll figure something out, but
Because it has a levy, under the aggregate, then it has other funding, so. Any supplement that comes from somewhere else, that's, the reason it's not necessarily something on my radar is because we have no idea what the legislature is gonna do. We get up to 4% inflation with what the law is for next year, so. As long as nothing changes drastically with that, then it should be for a while, but I would expect in the next session, there's gonna be more adjustments to how we budget and finance. So right now.
okay. Good. Yeah,
Thanks, Ginger. Commissioners, any other discussion? With Lena?
I don't think so. I'll make a motion that we go ahead and approve this agreement, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
a second, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, any other discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 That was quick, huh?
Was that worth your trip up here through the rain?
yeah,
Is this the one I'm signing?
I don't know.
Leaves changing.
I got this one too. so.
little pockets, yeah, yeah.
You want the one that's highlighted and stapled cleaner?
You want this one signed?
Or both of them, or?
Just one, and that one works great. And then once I get the rest of the signatures from MSU, I'll email you a set.
I do like how you highlight all that stuff all the time.
Is that how? I didn't highlight it.
You didn't?
Uh-uh.
That's what I got.
Someone
That
can
looks
get
like
credit for
Original.
that.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So
good job,
organized.
Helen.
Take it.
It's my middle name.
Yeah, great job.
Since I'm here, do you want me to talk about what I've been doing for like 60 seconds, or do you want to
They-
move on?
60 seconds, go for it.
We
That's
got
good.
60
Yeah.
seconds,
Yeah,
maybe 90 if you know.
okay. Yeah, I mean, one thing I'm excited about, this is a ways out, but we are gonna hold a Master Gardener course here in Boulder. for 9 weeks, January through April at the fairgrounds, so we're excited about that. To bring horticulture kind of education, and what comes out of that is a crop of people looking for volunteer opportunities to apply their horticulture knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, after the course is done, so we're just starting to promote that and excited to bring that to Boulder. People always have questions about pruning trees, what they can grow here, flower, vegetable wise, backyard composting, etc. So that's the next thing. We're also planning rancher roundtables for this winter. We don't have dates yet, but we'll bring one up to Whitehall. We'll have one in Whitehall, we'll bring one up to Boulder and talk about topics like succession planning. So yeah, in farming and ranching, that's always going to be a topic of how to keep it in the family and how to plan to be able to pass it to the next generation. So we're going to bring in a family from Helmville, a ranching family that has intergenerational right now ownership, and we'll talk about their structure and what that looks like for them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the change in the growing season, or to wrap that up. It's been
For
busy
the
all
end of it.
summer. Yeah, and just move into more reporting and professional development this fall. And probably sampling of baled hay for nutrients and nitrates in the fall as folks start to get ready for calving in the winter.
Apparently they can grow cucumbers, because I have a ton of them.
Yeah, that works well. Yeah. Cucumbers, squash, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about cucumbers.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I mean, we made it through both fairs last month, and everyone's still smiling, so that went
Good.
well, yeah. And Marissa's on a well-deserved vacation right now, so,
Great.
yeah,
Plant your bulbs next week, garlic, tulip, crocus. and
Yeah.
allium.
yeah,
Try to keep
yep,
the
yep.
squirrels out of them.
The master gardener
You
pointed
got
that.
you got a greenhouse, Paul?
No,
You don't?
no, I just plant garlic, and potatoes,
Yeah, those are pretty safe from frost and,
Yeah.
yeah.
not from the deer, but from the.
Yeah, I just harvested all my potatoes yesterday or the day before.
Not yet. A couple more days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm getting ready to put the garlic in the ground. It's easy stuff to grow. You just put it in the ground, cover it with straw, and
Yeah,
Good to go.
harvest it in July.
yeah, and then it stores well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway,
Got
Might have
anything
to
on
try
the
that.
horizon, down the road, like you did the bear thing down there with the landowners and everything?
Not right now, but it's time to start planning for something like that. That was great. That was really well attended.
Yeah,
Yes,
very much so.
yeah. Well received.
Job well done too.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, more winter programming and spring
Perfect.
programming in the works.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Colleen.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Good to see all of you.
You
You
too.
as well.
For your dry ride back.
Yeah,
Take the whitetail.
Yeah.
oh, there you go.
yeah, yeah.
That'll be really good in a washout.
It
That might be mud.
might be murder.
Maybe not in my Prius. I shouldn't do that. Stick to the paved roads in that car.
Say that I don't have all the information yet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's on you.
Good to see everyone.
Yeah.
See you. Take care. Safe travels. Okay, and on here, I'm just gonna cover real quick, like a non-time specific, we had a resolution of 19-2025 amended fixed tax levies. They are not completed. So we will not take any action on that whatsoever. That'll be at another time. So moving back, commission reports, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll ask Commissioner Kirsch, mine's real short. All I've got is on the 9th, Tuesday, Jefferson County Weed Board, the meeting was canceled. On the 11th, which was that Thursday, Community Transition Advisory Committee, CTAC. Sunlight reported that in last month's operations, they produced 3,700 tons of media, and now their goal is 5,000 tons for this month. And then as for last night, Monday, the Whitehall Town Hall meeting, council finalized their yearly budget, and they voted to give the employees a raise. That's all I have.
I did have a museum board meeting that was canceled too, due to board member illnesses. So.
Commissioner Kirsch.
All right, going back a couple of weeks, the road safety meeting was on Thursday. Jesse just went through the kind of the whole yearly safety training overview thing. Took a good hour or so, but good overview of the training, the whole training overlook. I didn't make it to the VTAC meeting because that one ran over. Last Tuesday, we had a quick road meeting, kind of the same old going on. Lots of grading, Dura patching going on, mowing. They did get the chip seal on Corbin Road done. I drove that and before they actually patched over the bad spots and it looks really good. It's actually gonna be a good road for a lot of years. Doing some mowing. Talking about Sleepy Hollow Bridge, we're trying to figure out what to do with that. We're not even sure if it's a public road. It's a road going into that subdivision that's got a failing culvert. And we're gonna have to figure out who's gonna pay for that, or we're gonna close it, I guess, so. We had to sign a inspection form for the state, so they didn't lose funding from the feds that we inspected. If there's a flood event, it's called a scour report, so if a flood happens, we gotta go down there and look at it, make sure it's not getting washed away. And if it starts scouring out, we gotta close the bridge, so we agreed to do that. We'll see what happens in the spring, hopefully no major flood waters, and it'll give us some more time to get this thing either repaired or replaced, so. Our speed signs are up and about around the county. I don't know if anybody's seen those. We got 2 new speed trailers. And yeah, that's boulders there, but we did use it similar to that one. But that one gives us not only speed data, but daily counts and all that fun stuff. Lots of data there, so we're looking forward to seeing what those will do. Let's see, we had our elected officials lunch last Thursday, good discussion. Representative Ryan Schmidt was in attendance. Thursday I had Trico Fire meeting in Montana City. It wasn't really well attended this time of year. It's tough to get people to come to meetings. They've got a cool new video. I think Doug was gonna put that on Facebook. If you guys look at either the county or the sheriff's office Facebook, Living Safely with Fire was actually a really good segmented video, kind of showing the different aspects of fire safety when you're living in the wildland interface. Let's see, anything else worth, they got quite a few applications. They're doing a lot of, what do they call those? They go out and look at the houses. I'm trying to think what they call those.
Appraisals.
Yeah, they're kind of an appraisal, but it's looking at fire safety for your house. They do a ton of those, which gives the residents some ammunition, whether they need to do some mitigation on their trees or even just fix their house, get the pine needles out of their gutters, so on, so on.
Is that upon request?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you just ask for that and they'll come out and take a walk around your house and give you a report, actually a really good report on what they recommend you doing to be fire safe.
Was that through, Corey?
Trico Fire, yeah. They've got a good website, good Facebook page, so just look up that Tri-County Fire Safe Working Group. But yeah, they do very well with that stuff. Northwest Energy was there, gave a report. Their fire management plan has to meet the requirements of the Senate bill. They're working on getting that done. They're doing some more fire camera installation. Those seem to be getting tweaked in. They're actually doing very well for spotting fires before anybody else does. They asked if you had any suggestions for any other cameras around our county. It's got to be where there's power lines. They can hook them up to the power lines. It kind of helps them with their power lines and fire detection. Howard, Northwest Energy, Howard, did you guys?
Scaversion.
What's that?
Scaversion?
Yeah, he retired.
Oh,
So he's gone now. They didn't give me a name who is replacing him. Maybe they haven't replaced him yet, but he
I
was
don't think
already.
they had one, cause I talked to him at the last Ash Grove meeting,
Howard?
right before, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Really good guy. He's been here forever. And, yeah, he finally said that was enough and retired. So we'll see who comes in his shoes. Yeah, and that was about it for the Trico meeting. Last night was Boulder City Council meeting. That was kind of a fun one. It was very well attended because they were talking about the water they're selling to the Yellowstone Country Club down there by Big Timber. So there was a lot of people. They weren't mad, but they were concerned about our water table and us trucking hundreds of thousands of gallons of our water to a golf course over in Big Timber. And it sounds like they're about ramping down and it's gonna be short term anyway, probably by this time, or by next year, they'll probably have their water rates figured out and be fine after that. But everybody was good. It was a good discussion. I filled them in about the request for information the state is looking at. Like I say, they were all interested and we might even get some representation from the city at our meeting on the 29th. So that worked out really good. Had a solid waste meeting this morning, kind of the same things going on. Mike's doing a great job as usual. Let's see if I got notes here. 0 into injuries for the month, 960 gallons of oil recycled. Cardboard, almost 8 tons of cardboard, half a ton of aluminum. We're gonna get our steel piles recycled or crushed here. East Ridge Recycling out of Butte, I believe, got the quote $140 per ton, which is pretty darn good. Pacific was quite low. They quoted us $106 a ton for that. So
That's to purchase, is that what you're
Yeah,
selling it for?
yeah, they go out there and crush it up and then they pay us the $140 a ton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we got quite a pile out there. I think we got quite a bit in Whitehall too. I don't know if you've been
Yeah, I
out there.
think so.
So we should come out pretty good on that. Brush disposal, 46 tons. We paid about $1,400 for the brush that we hauled to the landfill. That's mostly the north end brush that we haul to the landfill. Everything else comes down here to Boulder to burn. And let's see, next solid waste board meeting, we're gonna bump to the 21st. That's normally what, on the 14th? Is that when it would normally be, the
It'd be
second?
the second.
Yeah, we're gonna do it on the 3rd because Mike's gonna be out of town for that one, so we're bumping the meeting to the 21st. We should make sure to change that on our calendar. You did it, okay, perfect. He also told us that the new company that took over Tri-County Disposal, which is Republic, the trucks that they pick up their garbage in actually weigh. So when they stop there, they can see what the weight is, and after they dump the garbage in, it gives them another weight, so they can keep track of weight as they're picking up garbage, which is really, really nice, especially for the commercial side of things where we don't know exactly how much waste a commercial outfit is giving us. So with this, they'll be able to keep track of that and adjust either up or down on our units that we charge these commercial outfits. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, treasurer after that, she gave us a report. She's still off by about 16 grand. We're over actually, so which is nice. We're not under, we're not missing. The bank's got more money than what we show. So she's still trying to track that down from last month, but other than that, we balance perfectly. Hopefully they'll find that here in the next month and get us back to a zero balance. So I think that was all I had today and last week and the week before, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciated. Okay, now is the opportunity for public comment. Anyone wishing to say anything, please identify yourself first, and I would open the floor to whomever. I would start with Paul. Paul, do you have anything?
As you know, I always like to remain silent. This solid waste is something that's always interested me, and I want you to know I'm very happy that 7 days a week and almost 12 or 14 hours a day, I can haul my trash to the Montana City transfer station. And you think maybe there's an expense there. I know you guys are always looking for avenues to reduce expenses. If you really need to be open all of those hours. I know it gets used. I mean, I just know it, but at the same time, I grew up in a time when on Sunday, nothing was open, not even a gas station. And sometimes things like that help to slow us down. That's one concern, of course, that I have. But the other thing is I'm very happy to hear about the amount of recycling, although it costs money to collect the aluminum, to collect the cardboard and some of those things. It does produce a small amount of revenue. And I guess somehow I'd like to see the county encourage people to take advantage of those services. There's a lot of cardboard that is. And if we can reduce the tonnage, that's one way of saving money too. So that's kind of my thought. Is I'm concerned that, this is gonna grow and cost more money every year. And you can tell me every year that more and more money goes to solid waste management. You're probably gonna have to increase the fees, I would imagine. At some point. Those are thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Go to Zoom. Luke, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, hey everybody, this is Luke Welliberty. I'm an engineer with Cushing Terrell, and also a resident of Jefferson County. No comments or questions for the commission, just listening in to hear what's going on. Thanks y'all for having me.
Thank you. Anyone else? Otherwise, the only thing I just want to add is, there will not be a meeting next week. We'll be at a Mako conference, so there will be no commissioners meeting. We'll convene on the 23rd or the 30th. And until then, so outside of that, if there's nothing else, we'll be adjourned.
Thank you, Commissioner. Appreciate
Thank
your
you.
work.